what you're talking about, it seems like there's just such a plethora of amazing and innovative utility. You're talking about AI, you're talking about content creation, you're talking about data analytics. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Incredible. But how do I learn how to use all of it? How do I operate it? How do I take advantage of it really as a customer of Shopify?
I mean, it's really a step change in like if you are a day one entrepreneur, we're not going to put all of these things in front of you. It is really like choose a theme, choose a plan. Do you have a product to sell? And again, like Shopify is used for businesses that have 5,000 SKUs all the way to Harley was just on stage with Kat Cole from AG Athletic Greens at NRF not too long ago. And, I mean, Athletic Greens is $1 billion business with one SKU. You could just buy
Wow.
one thing. So, it is really truly from a day one entrepreneur where we're really just stepping you into how do I use this platform the best of my ability to sell my one product? And we have a ton that are just really in that like, under 1 million a year revenue, but growing a business alongside maybe a content creation business or a drop shipping business, or, they've just moved over from Etsy or eBay where it was sort of like a niche business and now they're ready to scale. It really is for everyone. We've got a massive enterprise business where enterprises are realizing that their legacy commerce platforms aren't going to keep up with the technology that is, arising every day, but Shopify will. And so they're making the move over to Shopify as well. So it really is the like a fully flexible platform that can grow with you from day one entrepreneur all the way to enterprise.
So I know you mentioned athletic greens, but is it possible to point to a few North Stars as far as brands go that are really using or showcasing all of these attributes that Shopify offers? Or are there two or three websites that you could point to and say, like, check it out? These are really, really great examples of Shopify full throttle.
Yeah. I mean, the businesses that we always point to as like, here's day one businesses that have grown with Shopify. Skims is a great example. Gymshark is a great example. I mean, the founder of Gymshark was one of our original build a business owners back in the day when we did
Wow.
this competition. They built Gymshark, submitted it to Shopify for this build a business, won the competition, and now $1 billion business, with one of the largest real life events. They do these gym events and hundreds of thousands of people go. I mean, it is a wild, wild business, but that is the North Star for us as far as like, here's what's possible with the tools
I
that
bet.
come with
Skims and
Shopify.
Gymshark are incredible.
Denim Tears is another one that uses sort of the flexibility of the creative tools that we have on Shopify. They use a technology that we call headless, so they really are able to build their own creative system on top of the Shopify technology. You don't have to just build into the themes that we have. Like you can bring your own creative system to the platform, and they have an incredibly creative team. It's a massive sort of cultural streetwear business, but their website is amazing and truly like a work of art. So another good one as far as like the flexibility of the technology. And then there's hundreds of others. My friends run a business called Eastside Golf. It started as a, small culture-based brand, is now growing exponentially. They are shipping internationally now, and that was a big hardship for them. They didn't wanna pay, the large international shipping fees. It was gonna cut into their margins, but found a really flexible opportunity with Shopify where they can now ship internationally to, a number of countries and still keep the margins that they had using our, international shipping prices. They're also using the B2B platform, so they just started selling into Dick's, and a couple of other, like, wholesalers, and they can use our B2B side of the platform to do so.
How does that work? Are you saying the B2B platform allows for emerging brands to sell, like, big retailers like Dick's? Is that how they found each other?
They didn't find each other through the platform, but what it allows them to do is take their inventory from the warehouses in the same way that they're pulling inventory from the consumer side of the business. They can have people order from that same whether it's the same inventory or separate inventory, but it works the same way as the consumer platform. A wholesaler can go in there, order their goods from the Shopify platform,
Oh,
then
wow.
we bill them in the same way that you would get a checkout page, and they can check out right there on the platform, and then it ships in the same way, so that it is a truly like all-in-one commerce platform, and you don't have to have a separate B2B business where you're doing things the old-fashioned way where, someone has to like log into a legacy B2B platform. You then have to send them a bill. They are sending you some sort of like wire transfer, ACH. It's really done in the same way that we would do any sort of consumer facing interaction on the sales side.